can you talk about GOA and what it is and what you guys do?
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Minzy. So Gun Owners of America has been around since the late 1970s, and ultimately what our entire mission is to fight for, defend, and restore the Second Amendment. And what that means is not only fighting anti-2A legislation that a lot of representatives, by the way, might be implementing or trying to force on us, but restoring the Second Amendment, which means let's go ahead and do things like, I don't know, get national concealed carry reciprocity. Because right now, if you go from like where I live in New Hampshire down to Massachusetts, because that's where my Marine Corps base is. That's where maybe I just need a. That's where the closest gas station is right outside state line, something like that. But I have my concealed carry on me, which is completely lawful on me. There's no capacity bans or anything like that. Completely lawful in New Hampshire. The moment I cross into Massachusetts and my destination is in Massachusetts, that's pretty much a felony, right? I'm doing everything there that's breaking Massachusetts law. National concealed carry reciprocity would prevent that from happening. Kind of like having your concealed carry acting like a driver's license, which is seen and valid in, doesn't matter what state you're in, but all throughout the United States, right? So it's that same type of concept and that mindset, applying that, which is common sense if you ask me.
Yeah.
Additionally, things like what we're out here at CanCon right now, silencers everywhere.
Right.
And what's really nice is we can have this conversation, and I love range days, don't get me wrong, but I don't have ear pro on, you don't have ear pro on, there's ranges going off right now. It's all suppressed, so it's kind of nice.
Yes, very nice.
This is ultimately a safety tool at the end of the day. They don't belong on a registry, they don't belong in the National Firearms Act, and they should be removed. Additionally, the National Firearms Act, all gun control is unconstitutional. The Gun Control Act, the National Firearms Act, all of that is anti-constitutional, and to us at GOA needs to go away, right? And so that's what Gun Owners of America is all about. Again, fighting for and defending the Second Amendment from anti-gun legislation, additionally restoring it. And that's something we can't get complacent on right now. This election may have looked favorably for the Second Amendment, ultimately, especially against what it could have been. But what we need to do is not get complacent. We got to think about the last time the Republicans had this type of control. We got 2 years of do nothing for the Second Amendment, but also a bump stock ban. So now's the time for people to get loud, get on the doorstep of all of their representatives, and that's exactly what we like to do. We will go and hand them papers, hand them whatever it is, email them and say, hey, you're not voting the way your constituents want you to vote. You are not actually representing us. And that's something, too, that's a common misconception. They are not your leaders in politics. They are your representatives. And if they're not representing you the way that they should be, fire them. Right? And so we at GOA want to make sure that they are representing us, that we are loud, and they're not getting complacent. We can't be quiet during this time, because now we can actually start making those efforts to restore the Second Amendment, and that's exactly what we want to do at GOA. So you ask what we are, we're all that and a bag of chips, all right?
Yep.
So there you go. So thanks, Minzy, for coming out. Good meeting you.
Thank you. Good to meet you too.
Of course.
Yeah.